Hi, Izzy.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Alrighty. So tell me, what would you say is your main goal for this session?
I don't really know. I mean, we've done so much already.
That's true. Um, so tell me, kind of reflecting on our last session, what were some of your thoughts there?
Hmm. I thought it was kind of like interesting to like see during like dialogues, but with just one person. Could see how interesting that would be.
Yeah. Nice, good. What would you say is the number one thing that you were like, I felt really, really good about this and the improvement I had in this area last time?
Definitely like switching from character to character.
Love that.
And
Okay,
yeah.
good. And then what would you say was maybe the thing that you felt like needed the most work from last time?
I don't think any of them had done like I don't think anyone or any of them had to be tweaked or needed more work. So I
Yeah,
was
so you
happy
were
with
really
them.
happy with it. I love to hear that. Nice, good. Awesome. So then what would you say then, kind of reflecting on what we have done, what would you say would be something that you feel less skilled at or that might be a little bit farther outside of your comfort zone?
Well, with me, what was the second one? I mean, the first one.
Um, like what, based on what we have done already, what would be some things that would be good challenges, like things a little farther out of your comfort zone?
Maybe like the pace of the way characters are talking. Like maybe one's like a chatterbox, so like they have to like talk really fast. Or if
Hmm.
someone's kind of like lazy or tired, maybe a little bit slower.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
So definitely like pace and tempo.
So who would be a character you can think of that is like that?
Like one little, since I kind of have a bit of a stormy weather, and I'm kind of feel a bit on the lazy side. Definitely someone, let's start with one, the kind of lazy, slow talking characters.
Okay.
Definitely like Eeyore comes to mind.
Okay.
And oh my God, there was another very slow, maybe like Tortoise from Tortoise and the Hare.
I like that. Yeah. Nice. Alrighty. So let's see what we can find. That would be a good option for this. Hmm. All right. So this is Moira, late teens, reclining on the couch, staring at the ceiling, talking to a friend who's trying to convince her to get up and do literally anything, but she does not move. All right. So this monologue is this one. All right. So let's try this.
Hmm,
Take a look there.
right?
What do you think of
Mm.
this one? It's called Eventually is the show.
All right, so definitely feeling more like of the moaning and groaning like nah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
And
why I
very
thought
much
this would
very
be a good one.
sighing, like doesn't have a lot of energy, so kind of be like
Hmm.
more slow pace and
Right.
tiresome.
Yeah.
So like nah. I thought about getting up, then I thought about gravity and how it's working just fine without me interfering.
Interfering.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
And just, nah. I thought about getting up, then. I thought about gravity and how it's working just fine without me interfering. You ever notice how much effort it takes to just exist? I mean, first you gotta wake up, and there's teeth, clothes, socks. But by the time I've done all that, I feel like I've climbed a mountain, which is unfair, 'cause I haven't even made it to the kitchen. You want me to go outside, walk in the sun? I don't know, friend. Sun's bright, ground's hard, air's got those molecules in it. I figured if I lie here long enough, maybe the world's just spin a little closer to me. Or I'll roll off the couch. Either way, it's progress. Go ahead though, save the world or whatever. I'll be right here. Compl contem contemplating the great mysteries, like whether the chip on my shirt is salt or lint.
All right, so tell me what you discovered here. What did you learn about this character?
Definitely with this character, it feels like she's like more grounded into like she doesn't have like really experiences with like, or not experience, but definitely be like, or like she's like telling her friend here, like, I've noticed some things about like this world, like, well, you're like about me and how I connect with this world that we're living here, and is like she feels like she's like being annoyed by the person she's who is like encouraging her to like go explore. It's sunny outside, a beautiful day. Why spend time indoors? And she's like, maybe not, 'cause every time I step out of this house and into the open space, I immediately am hit with like uninterest.
Okay, good. All right, so who are you talking to and how do you feel about them?
Definitely someone who's very outgoing, very is definitely the opposite of this character.
Yeah. And so, how do you feel about them generally, and how do you feel about them in this moment in time?
Um, definitely be like annoyed and like very um definitely like bored, annoyed, like I don't even listen to what they're saying because I'm stuck up in my own little world.
So, are they annoying to you? Are they
Or I even have no interest in
funny?
them.
So, is it kind of like they're like a buzzing fly that you're like, okay, I'm gonna pretend you're not there and just like focus on
Yeah.
my own things? So, it's like they're a small annoyance, but you're like brushing it off. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, what do you want them to do in this moment?
Like since it says here, you go ahead though. Like, well, you're so caught up into adventuring the globe, so why don't you do it yourself and
Hmm.
let me be here by myself?
Okay, so you want them to go away.
Yes.
Okay, so try to get them to go away then. Really
All
go
right.
after that. Okay?
All right. Hmm. Nah. I thought about getting up, and then I thought about gravity and how it's working just fine without me infuriating. You ever notice how much effort it takes to just
Interfering. Can we back up and correct
sorry,
that?
interfering,
You're good.
sorry.
You're good. Try again.
And just how it's working just fine without me interfering. You ever notice how much effort it takes to just exist? I mean, first you gotta wake up, then there's teeth and clothes and socks. Ah! By the time I've done all that, I feel like I've climbed a mountain, which is unfair, because I haven't even made it to the kitchen. You want me to go outside, walk in the sun? I don't know, friend. Sun's bright, ground's hard, air's got those unis molecules in it. I figured if I lie here long enough, maybe the world just spin a little closer to me, or I roll off this couch. Either way, it's progress. You go ahead then. Save the world or whatever. I'll be right here. Compent contemplate contemplating
Contemplating.
contemplating the greatest mysteries, like whether this chip on my shirt is salt or lint.
Alrighty. So, um, if this was happening and acting it out, like do you think they would just be sitting there waiting for you to talk and stuff, or would they be trying to pester you and be like, come on, get up, it's not all that bad?
Definitely pestering.
Yeah, so if they were pestering you, are you gonna say the whole thing like, or are you gonna be like, hey, stop that, and like, look, I just want to stay here, like,
Yeah,
so
I
I
think the
feel like
second
doing it a
one.
little bit more like you're responding to things that they're doing too. Like you're not gonna say it all the same way because they're gonna be doing different things, right? So think about how they would be acting and try to, get them to go away, get them to leave you alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sorry here. All right, there you go. Nah. I thought about getting up. Then I thought about gravity and how it's working just fine without me interfering. You ever notice how much effort it takes to just exist? I mean, first you gotta wake up, and there's teeth, clothes, socks. Ugh. By the time I get done with all that, I feel like I've climbed a mountain, which is unfair. I haven't even made it to the kitchen. You want me to go outside? Walk? In the sun? I don't know, friend. Sun's bright, ground's hard, air's got all those molecules in it. I figured if I lie here long enough, maybe the world just spin a little closer to me, or I will roll off the couch. Either way, it's in progress. You go ahead then. Save the world or whatever. Huh? be right here. Contemplating the greatest mysteries. Like whether this
Contemplating.
contemplating this
Contemplating.
contemplating the greatest mysteries, like whether this chip on my shirt is salt or lint.
Good. Nice. Yes, contemplating. Say that a few times.
Compen
Contemplating.
contemplating. There it is.
Contemplating.
Contemplating.
Yep, do a couple more times.
Contemplating.
Hmm.
And one more time. And we'll be right here
Contemplating.
contemplating the greatest mysteries.
Yes, good. Nice. Good. Awesome. All right. So, what did we like about that take? How was it different?
Very more like annoyed and very like I'm getting pestered by the other girl or by
Hmm.
the other person.
Yeah.
And very like a bit of a touch of like almost like shouting, like in anger and annoyance, like, you go ahead though, save the world or whatever.
So you get kind of mad at her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then, okay, good. Is there anything else you'd want to change about that?
Nope. I kind
All
of
right,
like it the second, third round.
good. Awesome. Let's try this other one that I found. Okay, so first, just kind of glance through, figure out what's going on here. She's talking about clouds.
Like, you ever just not rush, not plan, not trying so hard to get somewhere? I mean, the clouds don't try. They just float, and no one yells at them for being late. You're you're always going somewhere. Backpack swinging, step sharps, eyes like they're chasing something invisible. I watch you and I think, wow, that looks exhausting. I like it right here, where the ants are minding their own business. The sun is just warm enough to make me forget what day it is. I'll get up eventually. Probably. Maybe not today, though. The world keeps spinning, whether I run or nap. So I nap and dream of clouds shaped like dragons or nachos. Depends on today.
All right, so who are you? Who are you talking to? What's happening here?
Maybe like I'm like talking to myself here in this time.
Okay.
And like maybe I'm like in my little like I'm like in my garden or somewhere in like a countryside where there's a big hill and like with a great sky view and like I'm like alone by myself and like talking to myself in my own little quiet area.
Hmm.
And even I kind of like a bit of have a not so much bored, but almost like a dreamy, like a daydream sort of tone.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
like where like and I'm like almost like the opposite of some of my families like some of them might be like in a hurry like oh my gosh it's almost this time come on we have to go like oh wait no time for that I'm gonna be late for this appointment or whatnot and I'm like not that I don't like to be hurried I like to like take things like go with the flow of things.
Hmm. Yeah. Good. Awesome.
You're like you oh go ahead.
No, yeah, I like those thoughts. Let's try it again.
You ever just not. Like, not rush, not plan, not try so hard to get somewhere. I mean, the clouds don't try. They just float.
Mhm.
And no one yells at them for being late. You're always going somewhere. Backpack swinging, steps sharps, eyes like they're chasing something invisible. I watch you and I think, wow, that looks exhausting. I like it right here, where the ants are minding their own business and the sun's just warm enough to make me forget what day it is. I'll get up eventually. Probably. Maybe not today, though.
Mhm.
The world keeps spinning whether I run or nap. So I nap and dream of clouds shaped like dragons or nachos. Depends on the day.
Nice. Good. All right. So what did you think there?
That made very like I kind of got more a little bit more gravelly and nasally. So kind of maybe because I'm like lying down or somewhere, or that I just
Could
naturally speak that way.
be. Yeah, we don't really know about the character, so we get to decide that, right?
Yeah. And there were some moments too where it kind of got a little dreamy, like with the
Hmm.
clouds don't try, they just float.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, good. So, um, what happened right before this?
Like probably like we had to like hurry off to a big something like event or whatever.
Sure,
And
could
like
be.
and like everyone's like just getting together and I'm like by myself in like a little corner or
Hmm.
spot. We're like, okay, I'm just tired of having to be rushed all the time. Why can't
Yeah.
everyone just take it, can just go with the flow?
Hmm.
And like I noticed like the clouds always like go at their own pace. So why can't my family be like clouds and go their own pace?
Hmm.
So I'm like
Yeah.
kind of like wondrous about them.
Yeah. Yeah. Wondrous. I like that. Like a sense of awe and wonder. Cool. All right. So then, um, what do you need? What does your character need in this monologue?
I need some like slow movement, kind of like peace and tranquility,
Sure. Yeah, I
and
like
very
that.
like understanding. Like,
Yeah, so you're seeking understanding.
yes,
Okay. Yeah, so let's try to get that then. And then once you get that, how will you feel?
right.
How will you feel once you get those things as a character?
Maybe feel like more like maybe there's maybe like very hopeful, like maybe one day this character's family or friends won't be so rushed tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Good. And then what would you say? What does your character plan to do after this?
Hopefully, like they be more settled and more open-minded, like, oh, is this guy hurrying? I hope he doesn't.
Okay.
So very
Yeah.
aware.
So are you trying to convince them not to?
Yes.
Okay. Then do
Like,
that.
whoa, what's the big rush?
Yeah. Okay, good. Awesome. Let's try that.
You ever just not? You ever just not? Like, not rush so much? Not plan, not to get, not trying so hard to get somewhere? I mean, the clouds don't try. They just float. I mean, and no one yells at them for being late. They're always going somewhere. Backpack swinging, step sharps, eyes like they're chasing something invisible. I watch you and I think, wow, that looks exhausting. I like it
Hmm.
right here, where the ants are minding their own business, and the sun is just warm enough to make me forget what day it is. I'll get up eventually. Probably. Maybe not today, though. The world keeps spinning, whether I run or nap. So I nap and dream of clouds shaped like dragons or tacos. Depends on the day.
Nice. Good. All right. How'd you feel about that take? How is it different?
Definitely be more like when I'm almost feel like as though I am talking to the clouds themselves.
Hmm.
So definitely be more like tranquil, like they're in like a I almost like look up at the clouds and I'd be like more of an understanding and quiet voice.
Hmm.
And like, and then I kind of like get out of it.
Hmm.
Like, when I'm like, I turn the corner, I see like something like rushing, like running, like, wow, that looks exhausting. And be like more like, I'm like annoyed of them, of like my whereabouts. But then I like turn my focus back to the clouds and become more like dreamy and tranquil and soft.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I liked about that take.
Nice. Awesome. Good. Great. All right. So if you were going to change anything about it, what would that thing be?
Um, Maybe like add in like more slow breaths.
Mm. Okay. Love that. So maybe playing more with pauses, playing more with the pacing. What
Uh-huh.
do you think of that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, we're out of time, but hey.
Oh, let's try it.
You ever just not rush, not plan, not try so hard to get somewhere? I mean, clouds don't try. They just float. And no one yells at them for being late. You're always going somewhere. Backpack swinging, sharp steps. Eyes like they're chasing something invisible. I watch you, and I think, wow, that looks exhausting. I like it here, where the ants are minding their own business, and the sun's just warm enough to make me forget what day it is. I'll get up, eventually, probably. Maybe not today, though. The world keeps spinning whether I run or nap. So, I nap and dream of clouds shaped like dragons or tacos. Depends on the day.
Nice. All right. So what did we like about that?
Definitely I had more pauses there. Kind of took my time with this round.
I agree with that. Yeah. And how did that change it, giving it more time?
Kind of like adds more like the mood of the scene, mood of the dialogue.
I like that. Yeah. And mm, how, what was the mood the time before and what was the mood this time?
Very like annoyed, like and very like out of breath, like maybe even frustrated. Like I'm trying to get them to understand how I feel. Like, do you ever like not rush? And then I turn to the clouds and become more calm and like more dreamlike, I mentioned.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
those clouds don't rush, they just float. No one has to yell at them for being late.
That's a really good point. It's like you have strong points of view towards the person you're talking to and towards the person, like towards the clouds, right? Any people, places, or things, we want to have really strong points of view. So, did you notice that you're
Yeah.
like the mood shifted when you talked about one thing or talked to someone else, right? Your feelings toward those things or people are different, right? And that came across. I really liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Good. So then, mm, how does that point of view then affect how you say it?
Mm,
Like your feeling towards the person, place, or thing. How does
I'm
that
feeling
affect
more like,
how it flows off
how
the
about
tongue?
with one, like, I would say, like, with one object, I would be like more comfort and more like sensible, where the other be like, hey, don't you mind? Like, I'm a different emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like in my own tranquil world versus like my natural reality, realistic surroundings.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's how
Good.
I would feel during this scene.
Nice, good. Excellent. Great. So then let's set an intention for the week. So thinking about this week and your practice, what are you going to commit to yourself for your
Mm-hmm.
own practice this week?
Definitely feel like what attitudes I would change like naturally and how I can tie that in with voice acting.
Yeah, great. I like that. Good. And then how many days this week are you going to practice?
I'm like 3 times a week.
Okay, sure. 3 times this week. I like it. Awesome. Great. I think that sounds great. So then, yeah, so that's going to be our goal for this week, and then we'll pick up here next time, okay?
All right.
Great. Nice work today, Izzy.
Thank you.
Did you have fun?
I sure did.
I did too. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your week. Have a wonderful holiday weekend, and I'll see you next Wednesday.
You too. Bye.